Hello everybody, Shadow here. Welcome back to I The Somnium Files. And sorry about that. we were out of time. I really needed it to stop. Okay. It's you.
Yes, you. The person in front of me right now.
You're blaming the commander of Abyss for this?
No, not boss. The person inside boss's head.
Yeah.
Can you at least try to make sense?
Alright, I'll explain. You know about the abandoned chemical plant in Kawasaki? There's a prototype sync machine there. You use that device to swap around bodies one by one.
Wait, how does he know about that?
In other words, the entire egg ends up being replaced. Mind, consciousness, memory, they are traded.
Are you
Switched.
about to tell me that... Are you actually about to tell me that Date is a shifter?
But at some point, you got into Shoko's
Or
brain.
something?
Then, you got into Renju's.
Or am I misremembering
And got rid of
how
Shoko's
things
body.
went?
After Renju
That was on the other
Iris.
timeline, right?
You strangled Renju using Iris.
Maybe I'm just
After that,
suffering
into So,
from the fact that my room is very hot.
who you used to kill Iris
And I'm
Ota
misremembering-
at the cult storage warehouse.
No, it had to have been the other. Right?
Now, you're in Boss's body, inside her head.
It was definitely the other. It was definitely the other pathway.
I see. If you know that much, then I have nothing left to hide.
Okay. So who
Yes.
are you?
I am the culprit behind the new Cyclops serial killings. I guess
Okay.
you can call me the new Cyclops killer.
Alrighty. So who are you? That's the question. Okay, but being told about that was definitely on the other timeline, right? Because it said unknown. It called. It specifically says unknown, but we were told that by Pewter, and the voice was obviously Pewter. But I think it's making a distinction saying, hey, Date is somehow remembering this, even though he doesn't remember this, even though he shouldn't actually know this. I think that's what they're trying to say. I don't know. I'm going crazy. Who was inside Iris
That
during...
was me.
Okay.
You imitate her well. From the way you talked and your body language, it was like the real Iris.
Okay.
Earlier, too, you almost had me fooled. Your imitation of Boss was perfect.
Yes, there's a reason for that.
Okay.
Let me define some terms first.
Right.
A person's memory and sense of self. Let's call that personality.
Right.
It isn't quite the right word, but it'll suffice. Now, transferring that personality into someone else's brain, let's call that parasitism. The one
Okay.
transferring is the parasite. The one being transferred into is the host. Are
Okay.
you with me so far?
Yes.
Moving on. Even after the personality exchange is complete, the host's memory isn't completely lost.
I see.
About 1% remains in the brain. So, a parasite could use that 1% to imitate the language and behavior of the host.
Okay.
That's how I knew about the warehouse and Sunfish Pocket, by the way. Thanks to Renju and Iris's remaining memories.
I see.
I'm telling you, it was me. Why are you making me repeat myself?
Okay.
That means the somnium I entered on Sunday.
That's right. It was me.
Okay. Interesting. I guess that makes sense. No, you're not 89. There's no way you're 89.
What's going on here?
One thing that I have noticed during this scene, normally when you're talking to someone, both their like portrait and they themselves actually talk along with it, but for some reason during this scene, that's not the case, and I don't know why. It's kind of weird. It's not
Saito.
really.
Saito Sajima. Congressman
First of all,
Sajima's son.
second of all, it's not happening
I
much
researched Saito
as
thoroughly,
much right now. I don't know.
but I
It's
cannot
inconsistent
find any
for some
images
reason.
of him on the internet. He is listed on the family register, but I cannot find any photographs.
Okay. So, so you stole your dad's body. How was that?
Before I do, there's something I want to hear from you. How did you know about the prototype sync machine?
That's a very good question.
And not only that, you also seem to know what the sync machine is truly capable of.
Yeah,
Why is that?
That's...
probably because
You're
we're
gaining your memories, are you?
oh, we have
Human memory
memories.
is fractal.
Okay.
If you retain even a single piece of it, it's possible to recreate the whole thing.
I see.
Pieces of memories are like roots that grow into every corner of the brain.
I take it
Gradually, slowly
you know about
taking its
my
time.
lost memory.
I imagine the
because
same
of
thing
Boss.
is happening in your brain right now.
A
Okay.
fractal is a figure with self-similarity. Allow me to explain. See this? Whichever fragment you cut, you will see a similar shape. The whole is made up of its similar parts. This
Okay.
is called a fractal figure. Memories in the brain are similar. That is what he is explaining.
I see.
He is claiming that from a few pieces, you can rebuild the memory.
Okay.
Parallel worlds exist.
They are going this route. Oh my gosh.
Fine.
Are they
I still have
actually
time.
explaining? Are they
You'll
okay?
see.
All right.
So,
Okay.
where do you want me to start?
You're going this way. What were you doing Friday?
Like you guessed, my personality was in Shoko, Renju's ex-wife.
Okay.
That made calling Renju easy. I need to talk to you about something. He came over without question. I think it was around 4 p.m. I had him meet me at the chemical plant.
I
made
see.
Renju go to sleep. Synced. Switched personalities. And then stabbed Shoko's discarded body with an ice pick. I took Shoko to Bloom Park by car, using the old abandoned subway line.
I see.
Must have been around 8 p.m. by the time I was finished. I tied up Shoko to one of the merry-go-round horses. After that, I used Renju's phone to send a Nile message to Mizuki.
Okay.
Then, I just waited for Mizuki to arrive.
Interesting.
Until next Saturday evening, my personality was inside Renju. My next target was Iris. I knew she would be suspicious if I asked her to come to Kawasaki, so I asked her to come to Sunfish Pocket first.
Okay.
I called her a little before 5 p.m., and she arrived just after 6. I greeted her, then convinced her to come with me. That's when Ota saw us.
Right.
Anyway, I put her in the car, then headed to the chemical plant. On the way, I made her take a sleeping pill. I knew she might run once she saw where we were going. It was around 7 p.m. when I got there, and I wasted no time switching bodies.
Okay.
After getting Iris's body, I used a rolled-up apron to strangle Renju to death.
Okay.
Then I put his body in an empty oil drum I'd prepared earlier.
All
I
right.
put that in the trunk of the car, then headed to Sunfish Pocket. But then, something I didn't anticipate happened. Waiting for the signal in Akiba, someone knocked on the window of the car. It was Ota. He asked me something about being able to drive. He was surprised, to say the least. I didn't have time to waste on him. But I couldn't risk him finding the oil drum in the trunk. Plus, if word got around that Renji's car was spotted driving around Akiba, that would foil my plans. So, I came up with a lie. I told him that I didn't have a license, so he had to keep it a secret.
Okay.
That's
Interesting.
what that thing referred to in Ota's Nile messages, by the way.
Right.
And just like that, I managed to escape a bad situation and headed to Sunfish Pocket as planned.
Right.
The rest
You're
went
so
exactly
creepy.
as you already figured out.
A3. Give it
Sunday
up for
morning, I had a
A3.
recording or some such thing scheduled. Oh, I am, of course, referring to Iris. I didn't want to draw suspicion, so I decided to attend as planned.
Okay.
I went to Lemniscate and performed my job. And when I left, I ran into you, Date.
Indeed.
To be honest, I was a little surprised. Just the previous night, I was a parasite in the body of Renju. I didn't think Ota had seen me. So, of course, I didn't expect to see you there so soon.
Okay.
You were on to me, but there was nothing I could do about that. If I ran, it would only increase your suspicion. So I decided to play my role. The interrogation began around 8:20 p.m., is that right? Then you synced into my mind. But you didn't get what you were looking for, did you?
Nope.
As a result,
not at
you
all.
had no choice but to release me.
Also, I've just realized a very
I didn't want to go home right away.
interesting
I knew there
thing.
might be police waiting for me. That would make it difficult to sneak out at night.
In the...
And that would put my plan
know.
in jeopardy. So I asked you to take me to Marble. I tried to find an opportunity to run, but then
In the
another
pathway where you-
unexpected event occurred.
where Iris doesn't die.
I got a Nile message from
It's not
Ota.
Iris.
I knew I could
It's
use
so.
him. So I told him I needed his help and to
Right?
meet me at Marble. He did as I instructed
That's
him to do.
interesting.
After that, I got into the van with Ota. But because his presence was unnecessary, I asked him to stop at a convenience store to buy me something to drink. When he was
Okay.
gone, I took his car and drove to my parents' house where I used to live. Yes,
Okay.
the Sajima residence.
Right.
Of course, I knew I couldn't just walk up and ring the doorbell. Hello, Father, it's been a long time. I was also in Iris's body at the time,
Yeah, that would be awkward.
but I thought I could use that to my advantage. So I pushed on the intercom, and sure enough, my dad invited me inside. I told him this. I want you to come with me. There's something I need to show you. He was quiet for a while, but eventually agreed and got into the van with me.
Okay.
We arrived at the prototype sync machine around 11:50 p.m. By the time I was in the body of Sosajima, it was a new day.
Okay. Monday.
There isn't much to talk about on Monday. Before noon, I used my old man's body to call this one Boss. You might not know this, but she and my father go back about 6 years. She
Okay.
shared a terrible secret. Hinting at that was enough to get the boss to come running to me immediately.
Interesting.
I injected her with a sedative, then brought her body to the chemical plant. I synced with her, exchanged our bodies. And after blowing my father's brains out, I cut his body into pieces.
Right.
I stuffed the meat into a vase I'd brought earlier, then drove back to my house.
Okay. Well, that was interesting.
This was yesterday, early Monday morning, past midnight. In my new body, I drugged Iris, put her in the van, and drove to a new location. Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. I arrived around 1, then prepared for the show for a couple hours. Of course, when I say show, I mean dismembering Iris.
Right.
Because of the temperature in the warehouse, it took longer than I expected to prepare, but... well, you saw it in the video. Of course, I didn't anticipate Ota would show up. What does that make it? 3 times that brat has showed up unexpectedly?
Yeah.
That annoyed me to no end, and I took that out on him. Dressing him up in the polar bear was an impromptu plan on my part. I
Okay.
didn't mean to make you think he was the killer. I just wanted to throw a wrench into the investigation. Didn't matter if you found out or not.
Okay.
This all happened Monday morning. I left the warehouse around 3:30 a.m.
Okay. Interesting. Hi. That is one of the questions I was wondering.
Ah, the prototype sync machine has a special feature. It administers a strong dose of sedatives to the original body, and a stimulant to the host after a sync. That kept them docile.
Okay. Interesting. Why did you display them the way you did? That's a good question. You're
To
a
harass you.
psychopath. Pyth? A psychopath? Right.
I wanted
That's
to
how
bring
you
out
say
the
that word.
hatred in you.
Why?
That's why I called Mizuki to Bloom Park. That's why I streamed Iris's murder. Because they were important to you, weren't they? I wanted you to feel cornered, trapped. I wanted to punish you, Kaname Date.
Why, though?
You know all about the prototype sync machine, don't you?
Yeah.
That should explain it.
Okay. So, wait, so for all of your victims, you, okay. Right.
Of course, I don't really care about eyes.
Alright.
I don't need them. All I cared about was exchanging bodies with the sink.
Okay.
And for that, I needed to remove the left eye.
Why didn't you just put the eyes back when you were done?
That's obvious. Once I was finished transferring into a new body, the old one was of no concern to me.
Okay.
Why would I bother replacing the eye? I was just going to get rid of it anyway.
Where are the eyeballs that you? That's it. Probably in the trash or something.
Shoko's is in Renju. Renju's is in Iris. Iris's is in Dad. Dad's is in Boss.
So you actually ate them?
Their stomachs, I mean.
Excuse me?
Sick bastard.
Yes, I ate them. Immediately after exchanging personalities.
How
Hey,
horrible.
excuse me?
Homicide
why?
is my hobby. I have a tenacity for it, what can I say? Of course, it was also necessary to make sure people kept their mouths shut.
Okay.
If I took over someone's body, they would know about my crimes. I couldn't risk them reporting me, so I killed them. It was also a matter of revenge. Against you. It's personal.
Okay.
That's why I chose people close to you as targets. Well,
But,
except for my father, of course. That was personal to me. But don't
Right.
ask. It's embarrassing.
Okay. Why do you hate
This
me?
series of murders was like a journey for me. You know, traveling through bodies to finally reach the end. That's the thing about traveling. You always wind up in the same place, don't you? Where do
Okay.
you think that is? Your home. A trip is only complete once you return home.
I'm the one that got away.
The same goes for me. When I return home, my travels will come to an end. So I'll be needing it back. My body.
Okay.
What?
You stole my body. You took it from me 6 years ago. That's why I want revenge.
What are you
Okay.
talking about?
You have no idea what it was like inside my own head. I miss it. I miss my brain, Date. No matter how
Okay.
many people I killed, it never worked. I never felt happy. I feel miserable.
You mean?
Okay.
He was born with a brain dysfunction. Due to damage to the posterior pituitary gland, he was unable to properly secrete oxytocin.
Okay. So I am
Oh,
the body
that's
of the
right.
original.
My old body.
Okay.
How are you finding it, Date? That's what I've been telling you!
But I don't have the same oxytocin deficiency you did.
That is because I regularly supplement it.
Okay. I
You
bet
must have
you.
increased your dosage too much.
Oh.
No, but
That's what all that was
the person who
about.
had this disorder was number 89, the original Cyclops Killer.
That is what I believed as well. But we must have misunderstood.
Yeah, okay.
Pewter did not specify who exactly was imprisoned. Only that one of the original culprits responsible was currently in prison.
Okay.
That's strange. That would mean number 89 is the previous chairman, Rohan.
That must be it. Rohan is a parasite inside number 89's brain.
Oh.
Pewter must have known that.
Oh.
No way.
Pewter! Pewter! Pewter, are you here? Are you here? I just realized you
Let us
can...
determine the specifics using
sorry.
Saito as
I
our
got
starting
distracted.
point. Whose brain was he in before Boss?
So Sejima.
Right.
And before So?
Iris.
Iris. And then Renju.
And before that, Renju.
And before that, Shoko.
And before that, Shoko.
And before Shoko?
Who knows how many people?
I was a parasite inside Rohan's brain 6 years ago until last year. I'd lost most of my
Oh.
memories. I was a shell of a man. They housed me in a special hospital, but I still had those fragments of my mind left, just as I explained earlier. From a single piece, you can recreate the whole.
Okay.
I took my time, slowly regaining my memories. 1 year ago, I remembered everything. I left the hospital and immediately sought out Shoko Nadami.
Okay.
I got her body, and she was in Rohan's.
And
When she saw herself in the mirror, she lost her mind.
Okay.
She was confused, panicking, running up the emergency staircase, and then...
Dead. Okay.
That's why Rohan committed suicide.
After that, I spent a year perfecting my plan, using Shoko's body. I spied on you all this time. That's why I know everything about you.
Okay. Where were you before Rohan?
There, in that body you are operating right now, in that skull, my personality lived there.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. If what you're saying is true, what about my personality?
It was in Rohan.
I'm not Rohan!
Correct. It is just as he explained earlier. Number 89 was in Rohan's body. In other words,
I'm 89?
That's... my real...
Oh. Okay. All right. Oh. Everything just clicked. Okay. All right. Keep talking.
Sorry, but time's up. I want my body back.
No, you're not gonna get
It's
it
quite
back.
simple. Sync with me and stay inside my mind for more than 6 minutes.
And if I refuse?
I know that you won't. I know it.
Huh?
Cause she has
Dante,
Hitomi
This
captured.
is streaming live.
You son of a gun.
Damn you!
If you give me back my body, I will give you the location. Oh, and of course, it isn't the chemical plant in the Kawasaki district.
Iba, where's the source?
it is being routed through numerous IPs. I
Darn
cannot
it.
identify the source.
Okay.
Computer, contact headquarters, now!
Got it.
Now, what will you do?
Oh my
Will you
gosh.
agree to my request?
Wait, hold on. Wait a second. Wait. I know what you're about to do. Date. Wait, okay, hold on, wait. Which timeline did we establish the self-destruct function? Was that this timeline? If it is, that's what we're about to do. I won't do it.
Date, I'm hurt. Don't you care about what happens to her? Do you understand the gravity of this situation? A
Yeah.
bomb is strapped to her body. They're too stubborn. Or maybe they're just cold-hearted.
I won't do it!
You want to see what will happen when her flesh burns and tears and scatters?
I don't want to submit to you.
You'll see the whole thing. You know I'm not bluffing, don't you?
I know. But I refuse. Because I feel like this is the shorter ending. This is going to be the bad end, isn't it? Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I figured. Okay. I guess. I think we're just gonna continue because I don't think logically that we're actually gonna have a puzzle, right? We're not gonna have a thing. Okay, well, I have to go through all the questions again. Which is not going to take that long because we have this. Fine, I'll do it.
See? I knew you wouldn't refuse. I know you well, don't I, Dante?
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought.
I did it. I did it. I'm back. I got it all back.
Come on.
Hey, where's Hitomi?
All right. I'll tell you as promised. Boss's house. However, it might be too late by now.
What?
You son of a gun!
Why?
Return my body and I'll tell you the location. That's what I said. I didn't lie. I kept my promise.
You bastard!
You're the one who injured that body. It's your own fault, really.
Damn it.
Be seeing you.
Wait! Hi! Okay, maybe this wasn't the timeline that we established. The
Date,
self-destruct.
are you all right?
Mostly. Kind of. Not really. We're really not.
Everyone's dead.
Okay.
I couldn't do anything. Saito had me right where he wanted me. Nothing. Nothing.
Parallel worlds exist.
Okay.
Could I have had a better future?
I don't know, maybe. Okay. Well then. Okay. That was, amazing. I was about to say a thing, but a thing is a poor description of what that was, because it was amazing. Like, I was able to, like, get an idea of what they were going for without being sure, and then once they revealed it, all of the pieces made sense. So I think that was a very well executed twist, and I am really looking forward to what's gonna happen in the other timeline, and I am so looking forward to that. Annihilation route. That is accurate. That's so accurate. Yes. Please, I would like to save. Okay. So, next time, I'm waiting for the timeline to come up. We're going here. To the place where everything comes to an end, apparently. So look forward to that. Bye-bye.